Hi everybody, it's me, Amaya, and we are doing Craft With Me, episode 5. I'm pretty sure I did the one this month, but why not do it again? So if you don't know what the series is, hi you people, this series is, so I do different crafts / art. It's not always like super crafty, but it has to go with that. Art things that are most of the time pretty easy to do and use household items. Some of these you have to go shopping for, but I try to keep most of my ideas like stuff you can get at your stuff that you may have just laying around. So, see I got my notebook, and I got my list right here. So the first thing we're doing is decorate your planters. No, planters. Sorry, not planters. I mean, if you want to decorate your plants, go ahead. But decorate your planters, which I have my idea. Because if you look at this paper, this is where I keep all my Craft With Me ideas. It's pretty plain. It just has some pen writing, and that's about it. So I'm thinking maybe we could bedazzle it. So what you need is obviously your planner. This could be on your desktop, on your computer. This could be on paper, which I'm using. I think it would be the easiest. It could be like a planner book. It doesn't matter. But what I'm going to be using, you don't have to use this, but what I'm going to be using are Posca paint pens, or any paint pens will really do. So, I'm thinking, why don't we add some stars around it? Because I do love stars. So, just to give it a little bedazzle. I'm going to have it like this, so that way I don't make wonky stars. Just little stars scattered across. That was a pretty big star. I think I want to make some hearts as well. So maybe just make some tiny little hearts. Then I can make a heart like between each. And I want to make a rainbow, but it'll have to be a tiny rainbow because I don't have much room. I'm going to use red. I'm not going to use orange because the only orange paper I had is this. Where is it? It's this one. And if you saw my customized pumpkin video, they don't work very good. So, sorry to all your orange lovers, but I don't mind to get orange. It isn't my favorite. So, we're just going to use a pink in there. This is the remix rainbow. Okay? The remix rainbow. So, let's start off with some red. And color that in. I would do simple designs that I'm doing because you wouldn't still make it that way you can read it and everything. So I wouldn't do like crazy stuff on this. I would just do pretty simple, just little patterns and designs on it. So we get the red done. I know it's here. I'm trying to fix up all the white spots in case it's bothering you. Okay. All the tiny white spots. Alright, now we're going to go in with yellow. Actually, no. Let's do pink first. So we're just going to do like that and just color. Be careful not to hit the red because with paint pens, you have to be careful not to hit other colors or it will slightly alternate the color of the paint pen. And we don't want that unless you want custom paint pens. Maybe that could be a good Craft With Me idea. Obviously, I don't have enough room to write another idea. I'll just do another page in the notebook. Alright, now I'm going to go on to yellow, which is, remember, this is a remix rainbow, so nobody get mad at me. And she didn't do the rainbows in the right colors. Well, I already told you, this is the remix rainbow. So, remix means, like, remix, basically. That's its name. Ooh, I kind of did a really rush job on that rainbow. Next up is green. I don't know if I even have any room to fit all the colors. This green is a really pretty green, though. I do like it a lot. I'm wearing an apron. You don't have to wear an apron, but I just thought since I'm doing a little bit painty stuff today, it might be better. And then I'm going to add some blue. I really like this blue. It's a soft baby blue. And then finally, as the color that's not in the rim at all, black. I'm going to add a little black stripe. It kind of got a little bit, I took less and less time on it, but let's kind of gives us some clouds. These are two wonky clouds. Let's just pretend like they're not. And just color those in. Just kind of blocking stuff in. Alright, now if you do what I'm doing with paint or paint pens, where you need to let this dry. So don't close this, or else this is going to get messed up. So just don't do that. You're going to have to let it sit and let it dry, and then you can open it. I would recommend letting it dry for a whole day. It doesn't take that long, but I usually just let my stuff dry for a whole day. That way, I can make 100% sure that's all the way dry. Alright, next idea. Finish something you started. I know I did a lot of these in like the early Craft With Me videos, but I kind of want to do them again. So, finish something you started. Basically, you started and didn't finish them for some reason. And for me, I'm going to pick... Where is it? I wanted to start this. I know it's a blank page of a coloring book, but I wanted to start this, but I didn't finish. Now, this could be any vein in your house. So, I'm going to do the I Am Intelligent one. Did I already color the back? There's I Am Creative, too. Ooh. I feel like for this series, I'm going to have to do I Am Creative. Maybe I could do a video where I do the I Am Intelligent. Oh, this is stapled in. I guess I won't be able to rip it out. Alright, it's a little bit bent. Sorry about that. I'm going to be using colored pencils. You can use whatever you want if you're doing a coloring book page. If you're not, don't worry about it. This episode's kind of like free will. So, let's start over here. Let's start with this guitar. I'm going to just paint it this kind of urban-y brownish color. Now, coloring pages can be super relaxing, and I would recommend doing a coloring page, especially one that has like a lot of detail like this. If you don't like coloring pages like that, do a simpler one. I'm not a huge fan of all the tiny details, so there's like a bunch scattered around. But I don't like the ones who are too simplistic that basically all you do is splash two colors on it. I like the ones that are like this and that have like multiple things, but they're not like a bunch of tiny details. I do like painting on tiny stuff, but it's kind of frustrating when you have to do it over and over again for me. I know it isn't. I could do a lot better on this coloring job, but I have a lot of. Go ahead and spend as much time as you want on it, but I have a lot of ideas that I want to. Well, listen, I have something in this, and then one more thing. So it's only 9 minutes. So, but yes, I haven't touched this coloring book in years. Like literally, the last page I did was probably a couple years ago. Like, I think it's been like two or 3 years. I think it's around 2. I don't think it was 3 years, but it might have been actually. I have no idea. trumpet. I'm going to do some of these music notes. Try to get what you say. Okay, notebook, you're going to have to go down there. It's really bent, so it's kind of hard to do this because it's just been sitting here. So I guess it is finish something you started. Oh, the voice just cracked. Finish something you started because I did start on this a while ago, but I never finished it. Alright, now it's time to fill in. If you use colored pencils, oh, I thought that was black. Do I have a black one? The reason why I didn't use paint pens or paint, I would recommend doing that because that's just going to bleed through. Maybe I'll just use a pen to color in the black. My pom-pom pen. Isn't it lovely? I just love this pen so much. I mean, this giant pom-pom is just anything that anybody could ask for. As I was saying, if you're doing color paint, I recommend using like crayons or colored pencils, just so it doesn't bleed through on the other side. In case you want to color the other side. Okay, the pen's not doing a very good job. This is very messy over here. Just ignore that area. Back in the pen drawer you go. I collect pens. I love pens. I use pens a lot. And you see my craft with me earlier with my planner, that was all written in pen. I would rather use pen than pencils. The only time I really use pencils is for like school. Just keep coloring, just keep coloring, just keep coloring, just keep coloring. I wonder how many pens I do have. Hold on. I'm going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there's one over there, so 9 pens. Which may seem like a lot to some of you, but I just love pens, okay? Get back in my organizer I have right beside me. It keeps track of all my Posca pens, my pencils, all that stuff. So that's what I'm saying. Keep going back to the pen. You guys can't see it because it's back. It's over here. Over there. So I'm going to finish this off camera and then I'll show you the finished result. Alright, people. Here it is. I am really proud of it. I think it turned out really colorful and really pretty. This took forever though. This took like a lot of my time for this. So for the last activity, we're gonna have to be kind of rocking and rolling and rock. Make me feel love, don't you ever stop. But yeah, I do really like this pin. I think it goes well with it. I did a portrait of Quack up there. Thanks, Amaya. No problem, Quack. There's this little girl doing that. Here's the bottom half. Alright, so the last activity is make pom-poms with cotton. So what you'll need cotton. I have way more than this. But and scissors and color that's optional. So I would recommend using paint. So I'm just going to pick up some of my custom mix colors. I'm going to use those. Now, I have not tested it out. In theory, in my mind, it went really well. And it turned out for this, sorry, just putting color pencils away. Turned out this beautiful pom-pom. But this could go completely the other direction. So I think I'm just going to make 2 pom-poms. Just because I'm saving this extra cotton for another thing that I'm doing. So, alright. So, let me get my scissors. I'll be using these today. So what you're going to do is that you're just going to take however big you want your pom-pom. I think that's pretty good. And you're just going to try to take, I don't know how many people have cotton lying around, but I did. So, you're just gonna take it and kind of form it into like a ball shape with your hands. If you want to use like some special magic tool or whatever, you can, but this is the way I'm gonna do it. I think that's pretty bally shape. And now you're gonna use your scissors, and all you're gonna do is just trim. So if you have some excess fluff, you're just going to trim. You're just going to trim it, give it a little haircut, or what do we call a cotton cut. And this can also help shape your pom pom. Help just kind of shape it to make it more circle. If you already have a pretty circle, you don't have to do this step. But for me, it's kind of hard to make pom pom into a circle. Well, a cotton technically into a circle. So I just use the scissors to kind of trim off some excess and shape it a little bit better. Alright, that's the shape I'm going to use. So, now, the next step is to paint. I got some brand new paint brushes that I want to use. This is perfect for it. So, pick what color you want and go ahead and start painting. I'm going to do 2 tones of blue, and then the other one I'm going to do 2 tones of purple. It's probably going to make a mess. Just pop this open because this is pretty filled. Alright. Now, it isn't going to be the most perfect circle shape, I'll tell you that, because you're doing it by hand. Ooh. Now we're going to take, oh yeah, that's pretty. Now we're going to take some of this and just paint it on. Now, it's kind of fuzzy surface, so the paint may look a little weird on it when you do it, and that's perfectly normal, because look, you're painting on cotton. So if you want to make a really good coverage, it's going to require a lot of layers. So just keep it going, and this will kind of help it stay like in place and not move and not like change shape, because the paint's just going to dry, and then when it dries, it's just going to get that cotton all stick together and sticky. Which, in this case, sticky is a good thing. So I'm going to do this side this color, the other side a little bit darker blue. Fuzzy wuzzy. I really like this color. I mean, I did custom mix it, of course. If you don't have cotton, you may need to do a little shopping, but this is my first time trying this. I just thought in my head that it would work great, but I'm not sure if it actually will. So don't put all your trust into this technique. Now I am going really thick on this. I'm putting look at that. It's already wet, but I'm putting more paint on it because I really want this to stay. It's got on me. Stay shape after one layer. Probably won't happen. It probably won't be dry by the end of this video. Okay, let me change that. It won't be dry by the end of the video. It did freeze a little bit. It'll go back to normal just a second. Just wait, people. So I'm still painting, and I'm just adding lots and lots of paint. Paint on top of wet paint, on top of more paint, on top of paint. I would just do basic, 1 or 2 colors. I wouldn't do I wouldn't do a very detailed design on this because you're kind of just lathering paint on it, and it's going to be really hard to do a detailed design with all these little fuzzies on it. So I'm going to do, so you see I'm putting more and more layers even though it's already wet. I'm just doing that. So while this dries for a second, I don't know how I'm going to let this dry. Here, I'll put it on the sponge. So that could be totally dry by I finish the next pop probably. Oh, probably but I'm just going to let it dry on the sponge. And now I'm just going to restart the process. And plus I need to get more paint water, so be right back. Alright, got me some fresh paint water. Just gonna let my brush sit. Don't let your brush sit for too long, though. If you let your brush sit for too long, for like hours and days, that's how your brush starts to get super hard, and it's basically not usable. So basically, second pop-up, we're just going to, I recommend wearing an apron for this. If you don't have an apron, that's fine. Second pop-up, basically we're going to do all that process again. So I'm going to take about this size and kind of just start shaping it. Just checking out my brush, trying to get all of that excess paint off. Yeah, see, like, we're already at 20 minutes, so this episode is a little longer than most of my craft with 3 episodes, but really the coloring page took up most of that time. Is that satisfying for anybody, that noise? It's kind of satisfying for me. It's like mediocre. Don't trim. You want to make sure that you don't accidentally trim a little bit too much, because then it's just going to be a tiny ball. Unless you want a really tiny pop-up. But I'm going for a little bit bigger pop-ups. Try to get rid of a little bit of that. There we go. Kind of tinier one. So, you done? Are you? I'll just use tissue. Trying to wipe off all that blue. Because this paintbrush got really blue real fast. Probably the wire that became blue doesn't really help it. Okay. I think that's good. So now, let's go ahead and start painting this one. So this purple is a lot brighter than my other mixed colors, but I do love purple because, if you know, that's my favorite color. That's why I'm using my purple brush. So I'm going to do the exact same method. Just lather paint on. This color I haven't actually used a whole lot, because you notice the blues is like half filled, and like this one's like all the way filled. Mostly. I haven't used this color a lot. I don't know why. Because a lot of projects that require that I do really bright purple, but maybe I should use this purple more. Fuzzy Wuzzies. Kind of makes it a little difficult. I would recommend using paint pens on this one, because I feel like the paint pens probably wouldn't stick to this surface. The paint is sticky, it's just kind of fuzzy wuzzy. Alright, now I'm going to let this put just a little bit more, just to make sure that one really sticks. And now, I don't think that this one isn't dry all the way, but we're just going to have to go to the bottom, which I'm going to have to be really careful with. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this. Well, first off, I need to get this purple out of the way. Yeah. Really, I should be doing this in the span of 2 days, but listen, we don't have that. I have like 7 minutes before this video has to be over. So I'm on a timeline here. So I may just have to super wet. Just gonna have to do that. It's fine. I'm trying to rinse off. Gonna use more tissue. Trying to rinse off this paintbrush over here. If you do this, I would recommend doing this in like 10 minutes, like what I'm doing. I recommend doing 2 days, probably. If you're doing a two-tone, 2 days would probably be best. I feel like every time I record any video on my channel that's not a read aloud, it always ends up being a mess afterwards. Alright. Nope. I'm going to use this blue. Yeah, this is the blue, right? I think so. Yeah. This is kind of like more of like a light stormy blue. Basically just the same method. Lather on a bunch of paint. Do, 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 do. Yeah, definitely don't use paint pens. Use paint. And definitely not colored pencils. Don't even try on colored pencils. That's just going to be a mess. You may be like, well, how do you know? Well, listen. I have my experiences before with different surfaces, with painting, and with colored pencils. And trust me, you do not want a fuzzy surface for paint pens or colored pencils. This is probably really the paint is the only material that would probably work really well. Would probably work well on it. It doesn't work great, as you can see, but it works okay. How's this side doing? It lost like all of its color. Trying to soak it back up. Oh no. I'm just gonna put some of I'm just gonna put some of this on it. Yeah. Okay. Just putting a bunch of this. Oh my gosh, this is a mess. Look at this. This is a hot mess. I can only use one hand because the other hand's covered in paint. This is just gonna have to. And look, I have 4 minutes. A video. I didn't have it for so short. I could have maybe not been rushing so much. Whoa. This thing is like a paint. This is covered in paint. This is ASMR. Okay, so this is not being a fail and just turning into a weird squeeze ball. I'm kind of into it, besides it getting all over my hands. It's actually kind of fun to play with them, not gonna lie. Glad I wore an apron this episode, because if I didn't, this would probably be a mess. Okay, go in there. Ooh, yeah. Hey, if you wanted if you wanted colored cotton, here you go. Okay. This is really fun to play with. ASMR time. Okay, yep, I'm making a mess. And that was a waste of time and paint. Boo-hoo. I wonder what these two colors would mix together be like. Whoa. Tie-dye hands. Definitely gonna have to wash my hands after this. I want to see what these colors make. Kind of just like a muted purple, it seems like. Okay, in the trash. Alright. I'll try moving my elbow. Okay, you won't be able to see you see like half of my face right now, Joe. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe to Obby's Playtime, so we have more fun time playing together. Hopefully and don't try the card fade. Don't try it. We'll see you next time. Bye. Oh my gosh, how am I going to end this video? Oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to end this video. I need something. Ah! Oh no, I'm getting paid on it. Okay. Bye guys.